Hello there, and welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Engaging Titan. As you can see, I've purchased the VK3001H Tier 5 German heavy tank. The battle you're about to look at, I'm playing the VK3001H at stock configuration. I have 100% trained crew. They have tank mastery. The tank mastery when I transferred in because I overtrained to get the excess experience, so they would have tank mastery and I would be able to start on the new skill. They have a number of skills already, so I think I have Smooth Ride or Snapshot. I'm not sure which one of them is trained, and I'm training the other one. And I also have Brothers in Arms, Mentor and Repair. However, what can you say? Well, it's not Druckwagen 2. The DW2 has pretty good armor. Very good armor for its tier, and guns are a bit iffy, but they're not too bad. The gun on this, the stock gun, is absolutely terrible. And none of the immediately subsequent guns are a whole lot better. You'll see how bad the stock gun is here in this video. The easiest package to unlock with a new gun is the 5cm 39L60. That gun is a bit better, but still not really up to the job. Just the penetration isn't quite good enough. The subsequent gun, the 7.5cm 40L43, is an improvement, but it's still a very poor performing gun at long range. Relatively low muzzle velocity, ballistic arc out from moderate ranges to long range, so hitting weak spots again at long ranges is very problematic, and even, you know, kind of hitting the tank can be problematic enough at longer ranges. So it is the kind of, and you don't have the armor for exchanging fire either. Like your armor is not great. In fact, looking at Tankopedia, the first three packages you have the exact same armor profile as the DW2. You have 50mm of frontal armor. In fact, 50mm of frontal armor, armor everywhere at all sides, front and back, and the turret is pretty much the same, 50mm of armor. So it's the fourth package, which I haven't actually unlocked yet, before you get improved turret armor. And at that point, I think you'd have a better chance with the tank, because at least if you can keep the hull out of the fight. The turret is a smaller target, and you're able to probably do a little bit more with the turret. So yeah, you're gonna have a tough enough time, because you're not going to be facing much lower tier battles as you would with the DW2. The DW2 is a tier 4, so you'll see tier 3, tier 2 tanks even, and against those you're quite very strong, obviously. And the highest tank you'll see is tier 6 tanks, whereas now with the VK3001H you're actually looking at tier 7 tanks at the top tier. So, and they would have no problem with 50mm of frontal armor. They'll just punch through that without any difficulties. In fact, some of them could probably punch through it with HE. So you're really going to suffer when you're bottom tier, and even at top tier, tier 5, 50mm of armor is going to be overcome by most tanks that you're facing. So yeah, you can expect a tough enough time at the beginning, so you have to be patient, I think. And even, like, I have faced down fully upgraded VK3001Hs, and I have found them to be fairly formidable tanks, but I think it's because the final gun is going to be a pretty good gun. At least that seems to be the case for German tanks. I haven't really played through to verify this experience, but That's what I've read in my research, and I'm hoping this will be the case. But even then, you'll pretty much have to use this tank hull down, and you'll have to use a support tank. You can't really afford to go around on your own, because you just won't have the armor if you run into anything pretty serious. It's not all doom and gloom though, so far. The amount of experience to unlock the lower packages on this tank is not a huge amount. I've managed to do it in 14 games. So, and I'm halfway to the 4th package, I think. Certainly a third of the way to the 4th package. So, I'm getting through these packages quickly enough, and I could probably have gotten through them even quicker if I was willing to use free experience, because I have been building up free experience since I started playing the German tanks again. Both playing this line and the Marder line, and I have about 16,000 in accumulated free experience. So I could probably have unlocked all the way through to the final tank if I wanted to do it, but I reckon I'll save the experience for the longer grinds at the higher tiers, and just use the tank's own experience to unlock the next packages. Saving the free experience for the tier 9 grinds. The tier 9 stock grinds can be particularly long and particularly tedious, so it's worth having a stockpile of XP to minimise that. So there, the battle has been won. My teammates managed to pull victory from the jaws of defeat. So how do? We got a 3rd class mastery and a fire for effect, which is reasonable enough considering the amount of shots that I fired that didn't go anywhere. Looking at my results screen in more detail there, you can see I fired 24 shots, of which I hit 20. And only of those 20, only 6 actually penetrated. So 1/4 of the shots fired penetrated. Now the bog guitar is a very formidably armoured tank. However, I would think I'd have similar problems with many other tanks. So I hope you found the video interesting. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all again soon.